I'm delighted to have you as part of this community. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, everyone, to our latest video where we'll be exploring Larry Kehres. Larry Kehres, born September 7, 1949, is a former American football coach and college athletics administrator. He served as the head football coach at the University of Mount Union, formerly known as Mount Union Collegiate Alliance, Ohio, for 27 seasons, from 1986 to 2012. Kehres retired from coaching in May 2013 with a record of as head coach of the Mount Union Purple Raiders football team, and a winning percentage of the highest in college football history. Kehres also has the most national titles: 11, 1993, 2008, 2012, conference titles 23, and unbeaten regular seasons 21 of any coach in college football history. His Purple Raiders set the National Collegiate Athletic Association (NCAA) football record for most consecutive victories with 55, running from 2000 to 2003. He was succeeded as head football coach by his son, Vince. The elder Kehres was also the athletic director at Mount Union from 1985 to 2020. He was inducted into the College Football Hall of Fame in 2017. In the following segment, we'll be examining early years in greater detail. Kehres is a native of Diamond, Ohio. He attended and played quarterback for Portage County's Southeast High School, which shared the 1966 Portage County League Championship with Windham High School, before attending Mount Union College from 1967 to 1970. At Mount Union, he played quarterback for the football team. In 1970, he set the school record with a 95-yard touchdown pass against Ohio Northern. In the upcoming portion, we'll be dissecting Bowling Green and Johnstown Monroe to gain a comprehensive understanding of its implications. From 1971 to 1972, Kehres was a graduate assistant at Bowling Green State University while studying for a master's degree in health and physical education. In 1973, he was the head football coach at Johnstown Monroe High School. Turning our focus to assistant coach at Mount Union, let's explore its key elements. In 1974, Kehres returned to Mount Union College as an assistant football coach under head coach Ken Wobble. Kehres was an assistant coach and offensive coordinator for 11 years under Wobble. Wobble had a winning percentage in 24 years as the head coach at Mount Union. Kehres also started and served as the coach of Mount Union's swim program from 1974 to 1986. Brace yourselves for the next chapter, where we'll be dissecting head coach at Mount Union. In 1985, Kehres became the athletic director at Mount Union. In 1986, he took over as head football coach. His teams have won 11 NCAA Division III football championships: 1993, 2008, 2012. Kehres' teams hold several NCAA records. In addition to owning the two longest winning streaks in NCAA history, 54 wins in and 55 wins in, the Mount Union Purple Raiders won a conference title in 23 of his 27 seasons. At Kehres' retirement, Mount Union had an ongoing streak of 21 conference titles. During his tenure, Kehres only lost 8 games and tied 3 times in conference play. From 1994 to 2005, his squads won 100 consecutive games against Ohio Athletic Conference opponents. The 1994 season was the last under his tenure in which the Purple Raiders lost more than 1 game. Finally, his record in his final 5 seasons is the best in college football history, surpassing Tom Osborne's in his final 5 seasons at Nebraska. Kehres is against college football's all-time winningest coach, John Gagliardi, having beaten Gagliardi's Street Johns squads twice in playoff matchups and traded wins in the national title game in 2000 and 2003. In 2009, Kehres was named first vice president of the American Football Coaches Association (AFCA). He was elected president of the AFCA in January 2010. In 2013, Kehres retired after 27 years as head coach to become the athletic director of Mount Union. His son, defensive coordinator Vince Kehres, succeeded him as head coach. Let's now turn our attention to family and uncover the fascinating insights it brings to the table. Kehres and his wife, Linda, have 3 children, Vince, Faith, and January. He is also the uncle of current Ghana football head coach Eric Raben, who played for him from 1987 to 1990 and then served as his assistant coach for a number of years. I love interacting with my viewers, so leave me a comment and I'll do my best to respond.